It's your boy Nubreed coming through with another live stream. As you enter the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up on the way in. All praises to the Most High on this glorious day. I see y'all rolling in. What's up, Barry Russell? IMO, I see you in the house. Derek Jackson, what's up, family? Goldilocks is in here. Spiritual Socrates in the building. Yeah, we finna get it popping today. No doubt about it, no doubt about it. I see y'all rolling in pretty quick. I like to apologize in advance. I'm outdoors, so I gotta deal with the elements. And it's a quite windy day, so I want y'all to bear with me. But I couldn't put this on hold no longer. The time is now. The time is definitely now. I see y'all, man. All praises to the Most High. Now, what we talking about today? We're talking about the Incubus. Yes. The Incubus man. For those who are not familiar with that terminology, the Incubus is a male demon. And this demon seems to be festering among modern men like none other in this modern time that we live in. Now, for those who don't understand the dichotomy of an incubus is a demon that's known to sleep with or have sex with sleeping women. It's a demon that's known to have sex with women who are asleep. Now, I want you to put this in layman's terms. I want you to put this in the reality you live in. When it says sleeping women, when you look into the dichotomy, it's not only talking about women who are physically asleep. I want you to understand that it's talking about women that are spiritually asleep as well. Yes. See, the incubus, it feeds off of women who are not in the truth. Women who have not yet learned how to value themselves. Women who are blinded. Women who have a lack of security in their life. Women who are searching for truth as well. Women who are just searching to know what's real, what's true. We're talking about women who are asleep. The incubus feeds off of women who are asleep. And I mean that physically and spiritually. See, when women are literally sleeping, if you go into ancient folklore, if you look into the theories behind the incubus spirit in ancient folklore, that incubus would possess that woman as she was resting at night. Especially if that woman has some type of spiritual deficiencies. Then that incubus will find a place to nestle in and violate that woman. Put demons inside that woman. Put false notions inside that woman. Put pain inside that woman. Put confusion inside of that woman. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of men that's walking the streets, especially on these YouTube streets, yes, the purge is beginning, ladies and gentlemen. The purge is beginning. We're going to separate the men from the boys. We're going to put everything on blast. I know some of y'all was here when I exposed the succubus spirit and I exposed the magic behind thirst trapping and how a lot of these women use witchcraft. But you know what? It's time to talk about these men. Yeah. It's time to talk about these men who do the exact same thing in a very deceptive manner. We're talking about those snake oil salesmen. We're talking about those slick, conniving, silver tongue, yellow belly, demonic men that's walking around here corrupting our women. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. And I ain't going to spare no punches. I'm going to be a lot more critical on men than I am with women. Because believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, I go real easy on ladies. I go real easy on them. I try to speak in a language they can understand me. But with men, oh, I'm going to lay the hammer down on men or males, because a lot of these guys aren't men. They're not men at all. They're snakes, they're serpents, and they're deceivers. And a lot of these content creators are demons. They're incubus. They have inherited those spirits. They completely rebel in the spirit of debauchery, filth, chaos, confusion. And everything they do is to keep our people separated. I'm talking about men and women. To keep men and women separated. Yeah, I'm talking about your dating coaches. I'm talking about your gurus, your internet phenomenons. Every last one of them. Every last one of them are set up to keep us separated, to cause more confusion, especially to women. And we're going to talk about this spirit. You're going to know how to identify this spirit watching this live stream without a shot of a doubt. Yeah, somebody said, King C3 said, man, it's like I see all these spirits more and more. Absolutely. Yeah, someone said, watch, after this video, everybody going to search Deagle report and Sergeant report, NATO report. Yeah, but let's not get sidetracked. I want everybody in the chat to engage. I want this to be interactive. But I also want you to stay on point with the topic, all right? Right now, we're talking about the incubus spirit. All right? Listen. I want you all who are watching this video to propose a question to yourselves, especially if there's any ladies present. Is any of the men that you're listening to on social media teaching you how to be a more humble woman, a better wife, having more patience, or just understanding the nature of men? Or are they feeding into your emotions? Are they tickling your ears? Are they telling you what you would like to hear? I want you to really question. You got to really ask yourself that. Because often, right? Often the incubus spirit is going to tickle your ears. He's going to feed on your emotions. He's not going to tell you the truth. It's easier to manipulate you when you are already in agreement. It just so happens that real men who are telling the truth often in this society is frowned upon. All right? It's frowned upon, and when women hear it, it goes against what they're used to. It goes against what they're used to hearing. And Derek Jackson is a prime example. Derek Jackson is a prime example of the incubus male, the deceiver, the one that stroked the ego of women, the one who make women feel good, the one that tell women whatever they want to hear. See, a man of God, a man of truth, a man of valor is not going to tell women what they want to hear. He's going to tell women the truth. If you ladies haven't learned anything from the Derek Jackson scandals, you should have learned that it's time for you to listen with logic. Listen with your mind, not with your emotions, not with your feelings. All right? Because I'm going to tell you what these men do. Let me explain this to you, ladies. You got a lot of men out here who carry this demonic spirit, this incubus spirit. Thank you for the $10 contribution. Flat Earth says New Breed is the truth. All praises to the Most High. Thank you, family. I appreciate that. All praises. Understanding these incubus, I'm going to tell you what to look out for. Thanks for the $5 contribution. French says some dating coaches are okay, others not, aka Amma teachings to go dirtbag, his words. Don't get me started on the MGTW, separate movement, and SYBY. Yeah, you're right. All of these movements, all of these these dating advisors, all of these quote unquote alpha men, right? All these alpha men, right? They claim to be alphas. All of these individuals are, in fact, beta males. You know what makes them beta males? What makes them beta males is they're not pro-life. They're not pro-life whatsoever. They're not about building a legacy, building a dynasty, building our nation, building our people, healing our women, healing our brothers, teaching our brothers. Instead, these incubus demons are teaching young men to be whoremongers. They're teaching them to be whoremongers. Look, I came up in a generation where we was raised off of Bill Bellamy, How to Be a Player. Yeah, we was raised off of that. That movie changed the whole trajectory of our teenage years when it came out. How to Be a Player. A lot of these talking points that these brothers come with, it ain't nothing new. If you look at the generation that How to Be a Player created, right? You got a lot of scorned women out of this generation. You got a lot of fatherless households out of this generation. You got a lot of illegitimate children. You got a lot of babies out of wedlock. You got a lot of people who are just hurt. You understand? And you got a lot of people who have so many soul ties connected to them that they can't see the light of day. And that's what the incubus does. He puts his DNA inside the woman. He inseminates her. He gets pleasure off of corrupting another woman. Another woman who may have had potential. A woman who may have found a husband one day. A woman who may have came into her full prominence and her full queenship. Often get corrupted by the succubus, by the demon. Because once his DNA crosses that threshold, biologically, it changes something in the woman. And a lot of women don't understand why they attracted to the bad boys. Yeah, you don't understand why you attracted to individuals who you know really ain't about nothing. They not trying to have nothing out of life. They not trying to do what's righteous. You wonder why. You wonder what it is. It's a demon of deception. And it's very seductive. You understand? Let's see, he says, you have our attention, new breed, keep going. No doubt about that. Somebody said most rap only talk about being players. That's a fact though. That's a fact though. See, y'all gotta understand. This demon, this incubus, it gets pleasure on corrupting women. It gets pleasure in the fact that you let it in. See, ladies, you are the gatekeepers. You are the gatekeepers. You're the ones who allow people or men to enter that gate. These incubus, these demons who deceive, tell you whatever you want to hear. They can't wait till you open the gates, because once you let them in, they already know once that DNA crosses the threshold, they already know they got you. They know they got you spiritually. They know that they can attack you in your dreams. They know that they've connected to you now. All of a sudden, you can't get that individual out of your mind, although they're mistreating you, although they're abusive to you, although they don't have your best interests at heart, although, you know, they just treat you like trash. They don't talk to you right. They're disrespectful. They don't honor you. But it's something about them that got you connected to them. You can't let go. You can't get rid of them. It's like you gotta be with that individual, although they ain't about shit. They don't see nothing. You don't see them going anywhere. They're not getting closer to God. They're not getting closer to the Creator. They're not doing nothing righteous. But you keep going back. It's a stronghold. That incubus spirit, you let it in. It's a soul tie. Now, we got to go into some scriptures, ladies and gentlemen, because it's a lot to break down when it comes to this incubus spirit, because the incubus is very charismatic, ladies. Yeah. The incubus is very, very, very charismatic. The incubus is not just a demon on the outside, similar to the succubus, similar to the succubus spirit. The incubus is not always a slouch. The incubus is not always a rigid individual. You know, when you look at society and you look at who's villainized in society, you know, you look at the goons and the thugs and Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah, they're often villainized. And, you know, they are the degenerates among our community. They're the ones who hurt us from the inside out. But the ones who are really the villains, I'm talking about the real villains. I'm talking about those who really are orchestrating chaos on this here planet. Those people really are the ones in suits. They're the ones wearing the suits. Yes, indeed, they're wearing the suits. They looking real snazzy. They looking real jazzy, right? I see you, Devos, Ballos. Thanks for the $5 contribution, says Abe Newbreed. Great content. What's your thought on deja vu? I've been getting it a lot lately. Sometimes it just comes from a familiar thought. And sometimes you may have dreamed something and it's happening right then and there. You may have dreamed something and now it's actually happening and you forgot that dream, but it's happening. A lot of the times that's what deja vu is. But I want y'all to stick to the topic. Even when you send super chats, I know y'all got y'all's questions, but I want y'all to stick to the topic, ladies and gentlemen. All right? I want you to stick to the topic here. Now, we're talking about that incubus. The incubus don't always come rigid, foul, rough around the edges. No. No. They come like the nice guy. Oh, yeah. The nice guy. Derek Jackson seemed like to be a very, very nice guy. And there's a lot of other content creators, which, you know, I don't care to say their names, but y'all know who they are. Y'all know who they are. And if you don't know who they are, then you need to just look on social media. But if you know who they are, go ahead and hit that thumbs up on the video. If you know all of the so-called nice guys who tickle women's ears and tell them what they want to hear. Thank you for the $2 contribution. Finally, another brother addressing it. Facts, though. You know, you got a handful of real brothers, real men who are actually addressing what's going on, but it ain't too many of us. So these are the type of videos that you got to definitely spread. Make sure y'all thumbing these videos up, because no longer are we going to sit back and allow these clowns to run the circus. Not going to happen. Not under our watch, right? Let's go to 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2, and it reads, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, and unholy." Listen, what you just heard totally exemplifies and personifies what the incubus is. An enemy of God is what it is. An agent of chaos, an agent of confusion. Sent here, sent forth to destroy women, separate men and women, and deceive the nation to come, the generation under us. Thanks for the $20 contribution, Michelle King. Highly appreciate you. Spiritual Socrates, thank you for the $5 contribution. Yeah, somebody said the hell with Kevin Samuels. Absolutely the hell with Kevin Samuels. The hell with Kevin Samuels. See, you got a lot of people out here who are braggers, they're boastful, they're quite arrogant, and then you got a lot of bootlicks who like to defend these people. But I'm gonna be real with you, and this is not coming from a place of hatred, because I don't personally know the brother. The only thing I can argue is talking points, and I can also argue on what the agenda is. All right, and here you have an agenda where you have people claiming that if you make a certain amount of money as a man, that holds weight and holds bearing to what your value is as a man. Do you know how disgusting that is when you're expressing a person? Do you know how narcissistic that is? Everybody is not going to make over $100,000 a year. Listen, here is the issue here. Women were designed to be helpmeet to men. Women are not supposed to be meeting men who already have it all together and expecting to have it all, a quote unquote high value man, right? How is it that women expect to have a high value man if she did not help him get to be a high value man? She did not assist him in his journey. She was not there with him to help him build and become great and to become successful. You see where the division comes in? Now you have women who think that they got to find this man who has it all together, and that brings further separation in our community. Because no man has it all together. Every man is thriving. Even all righteous men are thriving to succeed, thriving to accomplish their goals, thriving to really do what it is they were ordained to do, to follow their purpose. Don't you understand? So a woman's job is to make sure that man is on his job, to make sure that man is on his purpose. Make sure he's encouraged. But you got women who just looking with their hand, I want a high value man. Okay, so you're supposed to meet this man. He's supposed to give you everything. Everything. And you didn't help him get there? Where's the connection right there? See, here's the thing. I think that a lot of women are not listening to what's being said to them. They're not listening to what's being said to them. These men are enemies of God. All right? They're enemies of God. Chad, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, no lie, been watching the red pill destroy the minds of men. Woke up to that truth in 2019. Been sub since 20K. Keep grinding, family. Absolutely. Absolutely, family. Thank you for that. Appreciate your contribution. We're going to get into it. Let's read that scripture again. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unholy, and unthankful. Look, you got a lot of these content creators. They don't appreciate their supporters. They don't appreciate you. They're unthankful. These people are unholy, enemies of God. You understand? Now let's go to some more scriptures here. So many layers to it. It's time that we really start to clean the swamp. From the words of Donald Trump, it's time to clean the swamp, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to keep it all the way 100. Let's go to Micah. We go into Micah, chapter 2, verse 1, and it reads, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. Ooh. It says, woe to them that work iniquity on their beds. See, you got something going on in social media right now where you got a lot of evil men completely hijacking the talking points of righteous men. Righteous men who build on polygyny. Righteous men who talk about building culture, legacy, and empire. Economic growth. Keeping everything in a family structure and doing polygyny in a righteous way. Not free of sexual perversion. We keep all polygyny free of sexual perversion. It ain't no threesomes. It ain't no lesbianism. It ain't no, having all your women in one bed. Everything is done out of total respect, transparency, and honor. But then you have these men, these evil men, these succubus men who are actually whoremongers. They're hijacking the talking points of righteous men because it's becoming apparent that there's a lack of men when it comes to how many women we have. It's just becoming apparent. You cannot ignore it with the massive incarceration of our men. I'm especially talking about within the black community, with a lot of men turning into homosexuals, a lot of men dying early. It is becoming apparent that there's a lack of righteous men in our community. It's a lack of righteous leadership in our community, and it's apparent. All right. So what we're having here is the incubus man who only is thinking with his dick, right? He's going to take advantage of that. And he's going to try to get as many of these women who are dwindling and treading the fence as he can. That incubus man is going to try to corrupt as many women as he can. You got some of these men talking about they got more than 1 and 2 and 3 wives, right? When really they just having orgies. They done got OnlyFans with their wives. You understand? They having threesomes. They having free-for-alls. It's really just a bunch of freaky things going on in their bedrooms. But they claiming these are wives. They're not wives at all. You're perverted. You're a whoremonger. You out here to live your best life. You're not about building nation. You're not about building family. You're not about making sure your children have generational wealth. That's not what their intentions are. So what they're doing is they're defiling the beds. They're building iniquity upon their beds. And when they hear real men of truth break things down from a biblical perspective, they resent it. Because they don't want to give up their whoremonger ways. Only thing they want to do is go around and hurt as many women as they can. See, y'all got to understand. Every time a woman lays down with another man and she's hurt and that man leaves, every single time, that woman, a little bit of her spirit starts to deplete. So you know that these incubus, they really desire women who are innocent. They really go after the innocent woman. The woman who have been keeping herself chaste. The woman who have been holding it down. And a lot of these women, they fall for the smooth words. They fall for that snake oil salesman, the silver tongue yellow belly. They fall for it. They fall for the charisma. They fall for the looks. They don't take a second to really sit back and be like, you know what? I just want a real man who's honest, who's going to tell me like it is, good, bad, or ugly. A man that's going to tell you, look, your hygiene ain't right at the moment. Yeah, take a real man to tell a woman that. Or, you know, listen, I want to build an empire. You won't be the only woman I deal with, but you don't have to worry about me running the streets being no whoremonger. Whatever woman I deal with, I'm going to tell you about her because she's going to be part of my family, part of what I'm going to be building in the long run. Not too many men are going to keep it funky like that. They're going to sneak. They're going to deceive. They're going to lie. They're going to hide. Ain't too many men going to keep it 1,000 in these days. Let's get it, y'all. Let's read that one more time, then we'll go to the next. And this is Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. It is in the power of their hand. Now listen, this is prophecy right here. That scripture is prophecy. When it says it's in the power of their hand, guess what? They can work iniquity through their cellular device. When it says in their hand, it's at arm's reach. It's at arm's reach. You can corrupt women and corrupt the system and defile your bed and build it on iniquity by using dating apps. You can order prostitutes. You can use OnlyFans. You can use all of these websites that these incel men have built. And you can use them. And you can build iniquity upon your bed, and it's at your hand. You notice it's talking prophetically in the time we living in now, because everything is accessible. Everything is at arm's reach. Computers, absolutely. You got it right, Mark. It's all at arm's reach. It's all easy to get. You get it? Let's keep going, man. We bringing out that prophecy right now, man. The times we living in is apparent. Let's get it. We're going to definitely stay in the book of Timothy. That book of Timothy, chapter 3. Let's go back into Timothy, chapter 3. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all. Hit the thumbs up on this video if y'all getting the edification. All right, let's get it. All right, so we're in 2 Timothy, chapter 3, and it reads, "This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." Men will become narcissists. They will become narcissistic. Y'all got to look out, ladies. What you mistake as confidence, sometimes it's narcissism. Yeah. What you take as, oh, you know, he's sure of himself, is actually pride. It's actually wickedness that's embedded in them. It's actually that false notion that they somebody and they not. All right? That proud look that you ladies mistake as confidence, it's not confidence. You got to get yourself a humble man. Humble. Always giving reverence to the Almighty. Never taking anything that they do for face value. Not believing that everything is just relative. Not believing that they are the know-all be-all, but they have a provider. They have a God. You need a man who has a God, not a man who think he is God. That's a narcissist. And he ain't gonna lead your ass nowhere but hell. Right where he's going. Let's get it. It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. It says without natural affection. Natural affection means a lot. It means that these men could be undercover brothers. Yeah. They can have desire for other men. They can be burnt with lust towards one another. It can also mean they don't have natural affection and love for women. Yeah, they just, listen, there's a natural affection when a man loves women. There's a natural affection when a man loves his children, when he loves creating life, when he loves watching his babies grow. There's a natural affection. But that natural affection in this current climate is rapidly declining, where men don't even want to have babies no more. You're living in a society where men don't want to populate. You're living in a society where men want the benefit of sex with women. They want the benefit of sex with women, but they don't want to have what comes out of it, which is life. You living in a society where men only want to serve themselves through pleasure. They don't naturally love what the woman was created for. They don't love her for what she was made for. These men are without natural affection. Any man that sit up there and tell you, as a man, you need to go your own way, men going their own way, they don't have natural affection for women. They don't have natural affection. What kind of man? Listen, I don't know where you Negroes go. I don't know where y'all going. You say you going your own way. I don't know where you going. Just let it be known. I'm not going with you. Wherever you going, let it be known I ain't going. And I hope that everybody watching this video, all you men that's watching, I hope you ain't going with them either. Because they going to the point of no damn return, bruh. They without natural affection. They're truce breakers. They're incontinent. They're despisers of those who are good. Oh, I know they despise me. I know they despise brothers who are in the truth. I know they despise men who are actually talking about bringing our families together. I know they despise men who do good, who speak truth. I know it. They hate it because I'm messing up their hustle. I'm messing up what they doing with women. I'm messing up the few innocent bystanders that they seeking. These people are wolves in sheep's clothing. And you know, they hate people. They hate men of God. It says they're tradie, heady, high-minded. Oh, they're so high-minded. These dudes they some snooty little bitches. I be watching them. They high-minded. Oh, snooty ass, nose in the air, puckered butt cheeks all tight, walking suit. I'm better than everyone. Just so weird. Just high-minded. You the god of this land, ain't you? They heady, high-minded. I ain't lying to y'all. They think listen, a lot of these incubus males, they think they God's gift to women. And all they have is a trail of unsuccessful relationships. All they left behind was a trail of scorn, hurt, battered, bruised, destroyed women. But they think they God's gift to women. These incubus men are God's curse to women. You niggas is curses. I hate seeing these grown-ass 40-year-old men still hitting the strip club up, talking about how fat a Joan. Oh, if she fat, you see that, man? Nigga, grow your punk ass up. Grow up, man. Damn, what's wrong with you? Oh, man, you know, man, I was chasing after this one Joan, and then, nigga, you 40 years old still chasing after this one Joan? Oh, I was going after that one. Yeah, you know, I got shorty number, but she was bullshitting and blah. Nigga, you grow up. Grow up, you incubus, pathetic, incel, half a man that you are. Grow the hell up. Niggas is weak, bro. They weak. They not trying to lead our women, bro. It says they traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than themselves. This says lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. Look, they love getting their Jimmy wet more than they love the Most High. They love chasing after ass more than they love the Most High. Talking about we in the field. Yeah, let's get in the field. Every time these people travel, they're not trying to learn the culture. They go out of town, they're not trying to learn the culture. They're not trying to learn the environment. They're not trying to learn the people of the environment. They're not trying to learn customs. They travel solely to chase some ass, to play the field. Imagine that. It used to be a time when men traveled, it was for business. It was to learn new things, to broaden your horizons, learn the world, grow an understanding of different various cultures. Because, you know, the Bible tells you that a traveled man availeth much knowledge. But only thing these dudes make moves for is ass. Looking who they can inseminate with their demonic, foul spirit. Instead of letting the Most High send them a wife or wives. A wife or wives. You see, look, you can't tell me we're not living in the last days. You can't tell me that there's a lack of righteous men when you see the leadership. Let me see, man. Let's get it. It says there'll be traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. And I'm going to tell you, for you real men that's watching, y'all got to look out for incubus as well. Let me explain why. The incubus is so narcissistic and self-centered. They have a very unhealthy ambition, all right? These demons have a very unhealthy ambition to the point where anything you do as a man in life, if you running with the incubus, he's gonna hate on it. He's gonna try to destroy it, or he's gonna take credit for it. You know how many silly infidel Negroes got the nerve to try to take credit for my platform and what I built? You know how many lame, infidel, cowardly, incubus, demonic, worshiping other gods, other deities, not even in the holy text. You know how many of these lames try to take credit for what I built? Because that's the incubus spirit. They want to spread around everywhere. They are leeches. The incubus is a leech, wanting to steal what they haven't built, wanting to take the benefit of something that they didn't plant. The incubus male is a leech. Only thing that leech want to do is drain the energy from individuals. Drain the life force from men and women. Telling you, man. It says they will be traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. See, they look majestic. They look to be the savior of our people, right? Look at the black manosphere. For those who are not familiar with the black manosphere, that's pretty much the black sector of YouTube that speaks in regards to numerous topics, especially in regards to relationship dynamics. I mean, you know, you got brothers who talk on current events, but they more so focus on relationship. If you look at the black manosphere, All you have is people who are traitors against each other. One minute they cool, next minute they on somebody's panel beefing with this brother. When you look at what's going on, you got certain leaders, right, who seem to be the messiahs of the black manosphere, but they not teaching black men nothing. They not teaching black men to get trades. They not teaching them about life. They not telling them about semen retention, the no-fap lifestyle change to help those men to even be able to conduct in public and live their lives, because actually porn and masturbation is destroying our men to the point where they can't even function at a workplace, where anxiety is taking over them. These men aren't teaching men how to get certificates in various trades and how to propel in life, how to make it to the next level. They're not helping other men get on. They're not advertising black businesses. You don't even see these people advertising black business in something called the black manosphere. You mean to tell me all these black men come together and only goddamn thing you could talk about is women in relationships? Niggas, is you crazy? That's the topic of discussion when men come together. We got a whole nation we need built. They ain't tackling none of the tough topics. They not coming together in unison to go against the emasculation agenda that's being promoted on our young boys. You don't see them talking against NAMBLA, the Man Boy Lover Association. You don't see them talking about all these things that's being aired on the television that is furthering the agenda, having our kingdom and our nation spiral out of control. Nah, all these black men come together. Most of them talk about what? Black women. That's it. Some of them, they give some decent advice sometimes, but what's truth mixed with a bunch of damn lies? What's truth mixed with a bunch of lies? A damn lie. So that's what you have happening. You got these men deceiving. Let's go, man. Let's get to these scriptures. It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power of, from such turn away. They don't love the Most High. They deny the law, statutes, and commandments. They deny the return of our Lord and Savior Christ. But they look godly. They look well put together. They look like they know what they're talking about with relationships, although they don't bear the fruit. They don't have the success. But watch this. It says, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. It says, for of this sort are the which, watch this. For of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sin, led away with diverse lust. Ooh! What I tell y'all, good job, let this wind blow. We got to take a break on that one and read it again. Let's read that again. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sin, led away with diverse lust. See? The incubus job is to get women who are asleep. Silly women. What's a silly woman? A woman who don't know shit. She just don't know. She's a blank slate. She don't know what it is. When it comes to relationships, she don't even understand the nature of men. She's burnt in her own lust. She got her own issues. Instead of a man being fatherly to her when she needs that, you got these incubus men like, oh, I see a weakness. I see a weakness. She don't know what's going on. She look good too. She's so vulnerable. This is how they work. She's so vulnerable. She don't know no truth. She don't know the nature of men. She's just a vulnerable woman. She's a silly woman. It says that these men will creep into houses. When they go through your screens, ladies, they creeping into your house. When you watching them, they creeping into your house. Bill Gates, he built windows. He built portals into your home. It says they will creep into your house and they would take captive silly women. See, they took these women captive. They took your mind. Listen, once you take a woman's mind, the rest of her is done. You got the rest of her. Once you got her mind, that's it. Once you can, you know, articulate a certain way and feed into her emotions and get her feeling a certain way, that's it. Everything else come with it. She has been taken captive by a deceiver, a liar. Not a man who's keeping it real with her. Not a man who's going to tell her what it really is. It's they silly women. That's what the Incubus do. He feed off silly women. Somebody said, bro, I need to get closer to God, man. You give me strength through Numbered. I'm in Germany. Okay. All praises to the Most High. You watching this video gonna get you closer to the Most High. See, when you watching these videos, they're designed to really make you think. They're designed to really make you question society, and they're designed to make you a better man. You understand? Let's get into these scriptures. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sin, led away with diverse lusts. Now let's talk about this. It says they'll be led away with diverse lust. The agenda is to get these women dealing with other women. Shout out to Black Male TV Advice, who really pointed this out. He really pointed out what the agenda is with these content creators, these leaders of the black manosphere. Their job is to keep us separated. Their job is to keep us separated. They're anti-life. So shout out to Ringo. Salute to you, bro. And you're not alone in this battle. I want to tell that brother that. You are not alone in this battle, bro. You're just not alone in it, man. We see what these clowns are doing. Now, what does it mean when it says they'll be led away through diverse temptations? What it's talking about is, since these black manosphere leaders have stolen the talking points of righteous men in regards to polygyny, right? Because polygyny is a big deal right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's very controversial. It's a topic that's spreading around everywhere right now. Now you got this thing called thruples. It has become mainstream. See, the enemy knew that they had to somehow corrupt those talking points that brothers was making. The first time I spoke on polygyny, it was either 2009 or 2011. It was the first time, I think it was 2011. Back in 2009, I started talking in regards to relationships, but I think 2011 was the first time I spoke on polygyny, and other brothers as well. There's a list of brothers. There's a handful of brothers who spoke on it. Now they want to distort the truth, since they understand that some people are waking up. There are men who have multiple wives right now that have successful relationships. I know brothers, you know, I know a lot of men. So for those who sit up there and say, oh, that can't work, this can't work, that can't work, you're wrong. There's a lot of successful relationships that are polygynous. Now, what you have is these people trying to pervert it. Millennium, thank you for the $10 contribution, says message to New Breed and the chat. What can we do to help people like my sister Aston, who blank slated, no life force, no understanding on anything? How do we tell Aston on other sisters like this? You need to divert them to this type of content. You just watching this video, you hitting a thumbs up, you sharing this content, all you brothers who are helping chop and screw videos and bring out points and things of that nature, that's helping. Help spread the word. They're trying to distort polygyny. They want women, listen, any man who is pro-polygyny, but he's okay with lesbianism. Any man who is pro-polygyny, but is okay with lesbianism, you need to really raise your eyebrow. He's about to turn you ladies out. That type of man is trying to turn ladies out. All right? He's trying to get women to just be defiled and corrupted and perverse for his own shits and giggles, just to get his rocks off. That's an incubus. He's all about sexual sin. The incubus is all about sexual sin. Listen, polygyny is not about this new thing they call thruples. where they got 2 men and 2 women, or 1 man and 2 women, but they all dealing with each other. Listen, this system is so damn evil, bro. It's so evil. Look, they seen that we was going back to our biblical culture. They seen that it was brothers who was not afraid to talk about it. There was brothers bringing it out. So what they did was they said, okay, we'll go ahead and let society have polygyny, because we've already legalized transhumanism, transgenderism. We've already legalized gay marriage and everything else. We want NAMBLA to come out. We're not going to allow heterosexual men to have 2 wives or 3 wives, and they do it righteously, building a family, building communities, building a legacy. No. We're going to corrupt it. We're going to bring out thruples. You know, we got to have some type of sin going on. We got to have women with 2 men, or a man, or all them dealing together sexually. We got to corrupt it. We got to make sure it's chaotic, because if they're doing it righteously, according to how the Most High ordained it, then we're going to have a problem on our hands, because these people can outnumber us. These people can outpopulate us. These people can start their own businesses. These people can rise up economically and not rely on us. So now we're going to roll out. We're going to roll out the leadership that we want. But in the Most High powerful? In the Most High powerful, because he still got men in place who's standing there like a rock. It's just up for the people to seek the truth. Yeah, that's what they do. They stir confusion. They stir confusion. Polygyny is not about sexual wickedness. It's not about perverseness. Men don't become pro-polygyny to get sex, ladies. That's ridiculous. Do you know, don't you know it's easier for a man to get sex by lying to women? It's easier for a man to get sex from a woman by being an incubus deceiver male. It's easier for a man to get sex by tickling a woman's ears and telling her what she want to hear. Men don't get sex by going around saying, hey, baby, I'm pro-polygyny and I'm trying to build a legacy. I'm trying to build a dynasty. You know, I want to build family. Don't be stupid. Don't be dumb. If a man wants to have sex, he will lie. He would cheat. He would sneak around. He would get on OnlyFans. He would pay for prostitutes. Like, don't be dumb, ladies. Don't be dumb. Men can easily get sex out here in this world. It's in the palm of our hands. When we get on these phones, it's temptation everywhere. If anything, a polygynous man is more disciplined than a man who is just cheating. A polygynous man is more disciplined because he's looking for certain characteristics, certain traits that he wants to add to his life. He's not looking just to go bust some nuts. That makes no sense. He can bust nuts by lying, ladies. It's easier that way. Trust and believe. It's easier that way. Way easier. Now, let's go back into these scriptures, because y'all got to understand the nature of this succubus. This incubus, pardon me. It says, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of truth. It says ever learning, but not being able to come into the knowledge of truth. You can watch Kevin Samuels all day. You can watch Alpha Male Strategies all day. Your ass will be forever learning. You will be forever learning from every video, but you will never come into the truth. Never. Only thing you're going to be doing is tickling your damn ears, tickling your damn fancy, hearing some words that sound good, that make you feel a certain way, but you ain't going to never come into the truth. Some of y'all can't handle the truth. Some of y'all can't handle the truth. Only thing you want to hear is somebody tickling your ears and playing with you. I ain't here to play with you. I ain't here to play with you. I'm tired of seeing my people suffering. I'm tired of seeing relationships fall at the waistline. I'm tired of seeing 70% of marriages end in divorce. I'm tired of seeing our women walking around with their head off a swivel and not understanding the nature of men. I'm tired of seeing broken families and broken households. I'm tired of these lying-ass men who are just building a reputation for themselves off the backs of our women. We've been through too much as people. Just keep with this bullshit that we on. Geraldo, thank you for the $20 contribution. Says, you are highly anointed, big bro. All praises to the Most High. All praises to the God of Israel. Reese, thank you for the $5 contribution. Says, caught you right after work. You literally just set me back into my mind. I'm cool, can't settle for less. Righteous women stand firm, even if you single. Right, right, right. I'm glad she said that. Ladies, keep your eyes open and your legs closed. This is what they not gonna tell you. I remember when Kevin Samuels first came out and he was talking about how women need to give it up. What are you waiting for? Open your legs, give it up. On the first date, how many dates? How long you been single? Oh, you need to be giving it up. No, bullshit. The hell with all of that. The hell with all of that. The hell with all of that. You keep your eyes open and your legs closed. Because only then, and I mean only then, will you even begin to attract a righteous man. If you out here doing everything on your own will, getting caught up in all of these deceptive, double-tongued, lying snakes, then the only thing you're going to do is fail every time. You're going to corrupt yourself every time. You need to be in prayer, fasting, supplication, hoping that the Most High send you a righteous man your direction. Instead of you out there, oh well, I'm this age and I need to hurry up and do that. Nah. The incubus man, he's in a rush. The incubus man is in a rush. Let me tell you something. Real men not in a rush to jump in the bed with you. A real man can wait. A real man can wait. Listen to me. Listen to what I'm saying. The incubus male is in a rush to corrupt you. There's no rush. Let me tell you something. Brothers, all you men in here. When she's ready, and I'm talking about ready, it's a whole hell of a lot better than you trying to rush her anyway. When she's ready, she's ready. It's a whole hell of a lot better than you trying to, what are you rushing for? What's the big deal? Won't you let her body crave you? After you get up here and you get into her heart down here, then let her body crave you, brother. Let it be like, damn, I ain't never met no man like that. This man real. Let that be the thing that gravitates her. Not no damn, you gotta hurry up and apply the pressure. You gotta hurry up and put the pressure on her. Nah, the hell with all of that. You gonna get it when it's time to get it. Only the incubus male in a rush. What you rushing for, bro? You wanna hurry up and possess this woman quickly as you can. You wanna get your rocks off quickly as you can, right? The hell with all of that. Ladies, keep your eyes open, keep your legs closed, and do what you gotta do to become right with yourself. Somebody said, brother, the more energy we give this cult you are speaking of, the more power it gets. Remember, Satan is the author of confusion and the father of lies. No, the more we speak on this cult, the more we are helping people, bro. The more we're helping people not get caught up in that cult. You gotta understand, if you don't say anything, you're gonna have people believing that brothers like myself and others who speak the truth, you're gonna have it where they can't separate and put a line of division of who's real and who's fake. There's only could be two sides of this coin. If you don't speak on it, then you're gonna have women be like, okay, I can watch this person and that person. They all speak in the same language, and we're not. You have people who stole the talking points of righteous men, and now they're using it to mislead women and mislead young men. If we don't say nothing, then we have an issue. Just like if I didn't say anything about the new age conscious community, you had a lot of people who put me in comparison with these people. And they thought that New Breed was just spiritual, just like every other esoteric believer. Until I had to make a divine separation. No, I believe in the Almighty. I believe in the God of Israel. I believe in law, statutes, and commandments. I believe in doing what's right. I'm not one of these people. Don't lump me in with them. You understand? You got to know the difference between the real and the fake. These guys are fake. They're not real. So that's why I'm bringing it up, brother, to make it clear. Y'all got to understand this succubus demon. The succubus demon is all about sexual immorality. He's all about sexual immorality. We got to get into it. Let's go to Let's go to Matthew chapter 5, verse 28. Actually, I'm sorry, it's Ephesians. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 5, verse 5. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, DJ, but I'm going to go to Ephesians 5 and 5. It reads, "For this ye know, that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man, nor is an idolater, have any inheritance of the kingdom of Christ and of God." Yes, no whoremonger, no unclean person. None of these people will have inheritance of the kingdom of God. None of them. If you a whoremonger, you won't make it. Here's how you brothers be. Here's how a lot of, not you brothers watching, hopefully you brothers in the truth. Here's how a lot of these men be. They watching these dating coaches. They seeing these dating coaches talking about playing the field, you know, going out there, how to get with this sister, how to get with that sister. They're telling you how to essentially practice witchcraft. That's what it is, brothers. It's witchcraft. It's wizardry. It's magic. And what they're doing is they're spinning a very weary web. They're spinning a very weary web with you brothers, right? They're telling you a bunch of things that's not true, first and foremost, about the dating world, about women in general. They're just telling you things that sound good, that make you feel empowered. And they're also taking advantage of you men because they understand that there's a power struggle in this society. A lot of us men have been emasculated in multiple ways. So they know that there's a weakness that we have that they can oppose upon by making you feel empowered by their talking points, right? So they're trying to sow that weakness. And what they're doing is, instead of teaching you how to be men who take care of responsibilities, who raise family, who lead and guide, they're basically projecting their energy to make you hate the woman, to make you mistreat the woman. And it's nonstop. It becomes an addiction to whoremonger. It's like getting a fix to sleep with a new woman, to have another one-night stand. And don't get it twisted. I've had my share of one-night stands. I'm not even here to act like I'm perfect. I'm not even here to act like that. I've had my share of them. They've happened. I'm no liar. In my life, throughout my life, I've had women, you know, that possibly that's what they wanted. But that's beside the point. I've been there and I've done that. That's why I'm here to speak to y'all today. I understand the spiritual ramifications that come when you laid up with one woman and you laid up with the next one, then you laid up with the next one, then you never to see her again. I know what that does. It takes a piece of you each and every time. It takes a part of you as men as well. And then it becomes an addiction. You become a whoremonger. You know, you start looking for whores because you just got to get your nuts off the streets. That's what these dating coaches are creating. Whoremongers. The Bible says you will not inherit the kingdom. Somebody said Kevin Samuels, when did he being mother become a bad thing? Yeah, he blank. I ain't gonna use that. But I don't know what you're referring to. I'm not sure what you're referring to. And don't get it twisted. Like, they're trying to deceive you men. But I'm telling you, these men are whoremongers. Watch this. Hebrews chapter 13 and 4. Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled. But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge. Marriage is honorable. Marriage is honorable. I'm gonna let that wind blow. I told y'all we had to talk through the elements. It says marriage is honorable. See, the Most High take that covenant serious when you lay down with a woman. The Most High takes sex very serious. When you deal with a woman, he takes it serious. These whoremonger men, they don't give a damn. They're whoremongers. Somebody says nothing wrong with wanting one woman. Nobody ever said there's something wrong with wanting one woman. Nothing wrong with wanting one woman. If you're a man who only want one woman, good for you. But we're not going to sit here and demonize polygyny either. We're not going to demonize our original culture. We're not going to do that. You know, especially in a society where there's a lack of men. We're not going to do that. Women need guidance. Women need their head. They need their head. Somebody says, I'm into polygamy. That means you think that man and woman is supposed to have multiple problems. There's a difference between polygyny and polygamy. Polygyny is a man having more than one wife. Somebody said it best. Somebody said monogamy is population control. Absolutely agreed. Absolutely agreed. Because if monogamy worked, why the hell 70% of marriages ended in divorce? Initiated by the woman due to infidelity. If monogamy was the answer. It's definitely a depopulation agenda. If men were living up to our original culture, do you know how many babies would be born a year? You know how many children we would have in 1 year? The numbers would be astronomical. Astronomical. You got these men wanting to be polygynous solely to get their rocks off and be freaky. Have two women in the bed together and fulfill all their carnal desires. You a whoremonger. You ain't gonna have no part in this kingdom that the Most High building. And I'm telling you, and I said this once, I say it again. I dare any of you content creators say my name. I dare you. I double dog, I triple dog dare you. If you a man, say my name. Just say it. Like Destiny's Child, say my name, say my name. Say my name, bruh. Any of these whoremonger males, any of these dating coaches, any of these any of them, just say Nubreed, just say it one time. Oh, I dare you. I dare you. I will dissect you. I will mutilate your being. Trust and believe that. You know who to fuck with and who not to fuck with you, but I know that. I know that. You know what God I'm serving. You know what I'm coming with. You already know what it is. And y'all can feel, somebody said this chat is low vibrational. That's another spiritual esoteric person. Nah. Problem is, we're talking about men right now. And if I'm talking about the Incubus man, I'm gonna go hard. I'm not talking to women right now. If I'm talking to men, let me talk to men. I'm gonna speak the language that they understand, bro. They cowards. They leading our women astray. They leading young brothers astray. Humble Royal, thank you for the $10 contribution. Says, woman, stay strong in God and stay away from wicked men and bad influences. Likewise, men do the same and stay away from these wicked women and teachers and wickedness. We can overcome this evil. Facts, though. Every last one of these dating coaches who are not teaching men how to be men. Instead, they teaching women all kind of wickedness and diverse lusts. Teaching women that, you know, it's cool and cute to fondle other women. All these men who teaching other women that Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion ain't nothing wrong with them. You know, women, they deal with each other. You know, women, you know, it just is what it is. It's cool. We want that. We want to see that. Listen, any of these men who ain't trying to bring man and woman together in strong positive unions that's helping us grow, y'all need to go ahead and unsubscribe. Go unsubscribe from them. Stop giving them the views. Anybody who's not telling you the truth about our people, about relationships, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Anybody not telling you the truth, yo, stop following these people. Don't give them the time of day. Don't give them the time of day, ladies and gentlemen. They're not for you. They're not for you. Yeah. Somebody said Cardi B is a male. I don't know. Somebody said, how can the truth be low vibration? Exactly. Because listen, this is the thing. This is what I talked about at the beginning. People like having their ears tickled. They like having their ears tickled. It is what it is. Y'all ladies gotta understand how perverse These men are. Thank you for the $10 contributions. Appreciate what you doing, fam. Getting the wisdom at work. Facts, though. Thank you, brother. All praises to the Most High. Ladies, y'all got to understand that this succubus demon, let me explain to what it does to you. Ladies, every time you deal with a man, right, his DNA crosses you. This is why the Bible says that a woman is to remain with one man until the time he leaves the face of this earth, until he dies, ladies. The Bible commands that you stay with that man until he dies. All this divorce, all this separation, all this move on to the next guy. Listen, culture, society, modern culture have set it up so you women can have all these options, right? Because they understand that every time you go out here and you deal with another man, that DNA crosses. Some of you ladies done dealt with narcissists and are dealing with narcissists as we speak. You're dealing with narcissistic males who they're here to manipulate your mind. They're here to turn you out. There's a movie from Tyler Perry. I don't know if y'all seen this movie, but it was a lady, she got AIDS in the movie. If y'all know the name of this movie, I want y'all to put the name of it, because that literally was the incubus demon in that man. The lady catches AIDS. She's dealing with her husband, right? To death do us part. Was that it? Somebody said to death do us part. No, it ain't no damn Medea. Temptation. Boom, Lachia Coleman got it. Temptation. Yo, look at the storyline of this movie, right? So she's dealing with a brother who's wholesome, country boy, you know, hardworking. She gets bored with that. She starts looking for excitement. Thanks for the $20 contribution. She started looking for excitement. That's a good ass movie. Like that movie right there, that's the only Tyler Perry movie that had a message that every woman need to learn. Every woman need to learn from that message. Temptation. So she goes out, she go gets a dude that got an edge. The dude that she went and got was a total incubus. I mean, the man was a total demon. Total demon. She gets with him, he abuses her, hits her around. And the only part about the movie that I just absolutely hated was, well, I can't say I hated it because he didn't actually get back with her. But he was, you know, nah, I can't say I hated that at all. Let me renege on that. The guy at the end was a good guy. He had a whole nother wife at the end, but he was still cordial with her. He still checked up on her. That was a real brother. That was a real man right there. I wouldn't have gave her ass the time of the damn day. So he's better man than I am in that movie, right? He ain't take her back, but he was cool with her. You know what I'm saying? But that movie's good, bro. That movie's real good. And there's a lot of women out here who like evil men. And you can't say they don't. Trust me, I know women love evil ass men. Why you think Lil Wayne said, y'all remember Lil Wayne said in the lyrics? What Lil Wayne said? These hoes love me like they love Satan. Yeah, remember he said that? He said, them hoes love me like they love Satan. Why would he say that? Because women be attracted to, how can I break this down to you, brothers? Why the incubus man? Why does the incubus man, why is he able to corrupt so many women? Well, I'll tell you why. Because broad leadeth to damnation. Narrow is the way to salvation. That's why. That's why. And it started in the garden. It started in the garden. When Eve was captivated, when she was deceived by the serpent, that same essence, it still permeates through society. Where women want to bite off of that fruit. You understand? Something wrong. Now listen, a lot of women don't even understand that you get yourself a real godly man, a strong man, all your needs is fulfilled. Everything is fulfilled. Because if all your needs ain't fulfilled with a godly man, that means you got to question yourself, your own motives. You know what I'm saying? Because a real man of the Most High, he gonna be a beast in the streets. He gonna be holy in the streets. He gonna keep it together. Because I think there's a false notion out here. We talking right now. I think there's a false notion that godly men ain't savages in the bedroom. It's not true. just not true. I don't even know how that, I don't even know why women think you gotta be a dusty, thug, wicked man to be a savage in a room. Like, I don't get that. I just don't get it. It's just not true, right? But that's what they like to point out. They like to make, in this culture, they like to make bad look sexy. They like to make bad look sexy. They like to look degeneracy and rebelliousness look sexy. That's what it is. And I'm telling you, man, it's magic. It's witchcraft to it. What do you think a pimp is, ladies? A pimp is an incubus. A pimp practices the arts of magic, manipulation. In order for a pimp to get women to think the way they think and to sell themselves short. That is a prime example of Timothy when it says they would grab captive silly women. That incubus only goes after women who don't know no better. Any woman who is getting pimped is a silly woman. She's silly. Any woman that will let a man smack her ass around, make her go turn tricks, get in 10 different niggas' cars, bring the money back to that man, and if it's short, he laying the wrath on her. Any woman who would do that is a silly woman. She's slow in so many ways. It ain't that man is the man, that he's powerful, that he's glorious, that his game is tight. No, it ain't that. That woman is stupid as hell. He has a skill of going after dumbass women. That's all. I mean, it ain't hard if you have a little bit of sense. Any man can pimp a woman. Any man can pimp a silly woman. Let me make that clear. Any man can pimp a stupid ass woman. Any man could do that. Some of them women that's being pimped, they got all kind of disabilities and like, man, come on, man. They got all kind of mental problems and issues. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. These men are damn demonic, bro. They incubus. And honestly, man, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. You know, if you're not in this truth as a man, if you're not about bringing our people together, then you're gonna get ran over. You're gonna get ran over, and that's just that's the whole energy I'm on. I dare one of these people to say my name. I really do. I'm looking forward to that. You're gonna get ran over. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Miss Boss Lady, thank you for the $10 contribution. Appreciate you. Somebody said Boondocks had a scene where a woman was chasing a pimp. It's crazy sad. Yeah, for real. Yeah, somebody said no remorse. Yeah, definitely. If you gain an edification from this video, man, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. And for all you ladies who always got something to say about New Breed, you're one-sided. You know, you don't hold the brothers accountable. Listen, I'm holding them accountable, all right? I'm definitely holding them accountable. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing among black YouTube. I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. So I'm going to speak on it. Yeah, no doubt about it. But if y'all gain edification, man, make sure y'all share this particular video. Ladies, keep your eyes open, legs closed. Peace Journey, thank you for the $20 contribution. Highly appreciate you, sis. I thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Hopefully y'all gain some good edification in this video. Make sure y'all follow me on Patreon for exclusive content. The link is in the description box. Also follow me on Instagram at Nubreed404. If you would like to support this type of work, send Cash App via Cash App will be Nubreed404. 10% of all contributions go back to the people. You know, people who are in need of groceries, gas money, you know, like, you know, things of that nature. Small bills, I'll go ahead and send it back to you. Just send me a Cash App request. Bless each and every one of y'all. With that being said, shalom and peace.